Come stateside, long ball number 2. Actually, not stateside just yet, but there are reports Javier Mascherano to coach Inter Miami. Fabrizio Romano, just before we came on the air, on the stream, reporting that there are rumors of Mascherano, former Barcelona man and Liverpool man.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about his coaching pedigree just yet, but apparently he is heading to South Beach.
Okay, so this is, let me just make sure we're clear on what we see. This is Fabrizio Romano not saying here we go. So this is not him confirming via his own sources, because you get a here we go from Fab when it's his story. He is actually getting this from Cesar Luis Merlo, who is a journalist down in Argentina, based in Buenos Aires. So you would think, and I think Cesar Luis Merlo has had good information on Argentinian football in the past, so trust that guy on some level. This says that the agreement is done, and this special friendship with Lionel Messi seems to be a major driver of this. Documents being prepared is how Fab describes it. Yes, Fabrizio Romano reporting what Cesar Luis Merlo has reported, that Javier Mascherano will be the next manager of Inter Miami. Javier Mascherano has managed one team, that team being the Argentina national U20 team. That's his experience. That's all he's got.
According to
Is he
Wikipedia,
ready
he
for
also was
this?
involved in the Argentina coaching staff for the 2024 Summer Olympics as well.
I mean, that's a U23 team, right? That's a youth team with Argentina's national team. That's the extent of Javier Mascherano's managerial experience or coaching experience, right? Coaching experience, period. Like you've given a let's give him credit for being an assistant with Argentina's Olympic team. He was with Argentina's Olympic team. Man, this is 100% cronyism from Lionel Messi and Inter Miami. And yeah, wow. I don't know. I think it's kind of ridiculous, right? I'm surprised that Jorge Mas is going to just give in to. Look, this is about Lionel Messi's power, I guess. This explains, this puts on Front Street exactly how much power Lionel Messi has in Inter Miami. He wants his boy to be the manager, then Jorge Mas is going to go sign his boy to be the manager, regardless of whether or not Javier Mascherano has any experience that would lead you to believe he could possibly be good at this. This is Lionel Messi managing the team through somebody, because Lionel Messi is effectively going to be the player manager after Tata Martino left. I mean, that's what this also says, that this is going to be Lionel Messi's show. But Lionel Messi's not going to do the press conference. Lionel Messi's not going to be the guy who does the media appearance. Lionel Messi's not going to be the guy who has to answer the questions about injuries around the team. That's not going to be Lionel Messi. So this is a figurehead, somebody who's going to do all of those public-facing things in Javier Mascherano. I mean, it's not the first time this has happened in world football, obviously, but it's pretty ridiculous when you think about it.
Would you say, I mean, was there some internal strife with Tata Martino and Inter Miami as with him stepping away and then being kind of replaced with one of Messi's guys? I mean, Tata Martino, everyone thought that was one of his guys,
Look,
but
my
he stepped
working
away.
theory,
Was there turmoil that wasn't public?
my working theory is, and it's just that, it's a theory. My working theory is that Tata Martino had clear ideas on how to make that team better to win a championship next year after they had a great regular season but came up short in the playoffs in a surprise against Atlanta United. And Tata Martino is a serious football man. Now, I'm not saying that he also doesn't respect Lionel Messi. I'm sure he does, right? And they did have a relationship. It's why Tata worked on some level, because of their shared history. But I'm guessing Tata Martino said, we need to do these things, which are in the service of winning a championship. And maybe we need to jettison some of the older guys, or maybe it shouldn't be a Barcelona reunion. Maybe it should be a little bit more, in the mold of what MLS teams do to win championships. And Lionel Messi said, no, I don't like any of that. No me gusta. I want my way. And Tata said, okay, well, I'm not going to be in a power battle with the best player on the planet when I know I'm going to lose. Jorge Mas is going to, he's going to defer to Lionel Messi. He's going to do what Lionel Messi wants, and not what Tata Martino wants, if those two are in conflict with one another. And Tata said, okay, I don't need it. I'm done. Personal reasons. I'm out. And here comes a guy who's going to rubber stamp everything Lionel Messi wants in Javier Mascherano. Again, this is Lionel Messi's team. If you thought we might get player manager Messi, That again, too many responsibilities there for Lionel Messi, a pretty reserved dude. But this is effectively that.
You do think that this has there been anything close to this? Was the Beckham experience anything remotely close to the player manager sort of arrangement?
Look, there were, well, not when Bruce Arena came in to LA, right? That was the decision that the LA Brass made when things were not going well. Frank Gallup in charge initially when Beckham arrived. That was the thing that they did. They brought in somebody who actually could say no to David Beckham or say no to Beckham's people or whatever it was. And again, this is almost like a mob situation. Not saying any of these people are criminals like that, but it's almost like a mob situation. Lionel Messi's not the guy who makes the demand. It's his people who make the demand. And Lionel Messi is insulated over here sitting in his penthouse. You know, you can't directly connect him to the demand, but it's pretty clear it's coming from him, right? This is the layer of protection that a mob boss would have when he's operating his criminal enterprise. This is not the first time in soccer. It's not the first time in sports that the star player has dictated terms. Like we've seen it before. It happens in Los Angeles with basketball teams all the time, or it certainly did during the Kobe Bryant era. You know, this is not new. And again, you have an owner who is 100% on board with Messi pushing his club forward, with Messi being the guy that brought so much. That's what Jorge Mas wants. He wants the spotlight as much as he wants to win, and the spotlight is there because of Lionel Messi. So, of course, he's going to do what Messi wants.
You know, it would be in your best interest if you hire Javier Mascherano. You know, my friend, you know, he feels a certain way about Javier Mascherano.
Our mutual friend thinks perhaps you should hire that Argentina manager named Javier Mascherano. That's what we're hearing. But you know, you do you. You're the one that makes the decisions. We're just making suggestions here. That's all.
Yo, we're all friends here. But you know, this is what we'd want. This is what we want.
I didn't expect us to be doing that on a Friday morning, Rob, but that's nice. I liked it.
Placata adds in the comments, Messi should probably just go ahead and sign some defenders. Not a bad idea either. You know, there'll be some defenders. Keep the ball out of the net.